Yo, Rapidario here, guys. Welcome to the channel. Hit that like and subscribe button, and let's go to this video. Today I'll be doing a Chelsea season review, as well as rating the players so far during the season. Edouard Mendy has had a solid start to his Chelsea career with 6 clean sheets, 2 off the top of the goalkeepers who have 8 clean sheets in the league. His first half was better than his second half of the season, where he looked a little bit shaky, and therefore he gets a 7.9, just because I don't think he did enough to get an 8, if you know what I mean. Going forward, I think he is the right man for Chelsea, way better than Kepa Arrizabalaga, therefore the 7.9 is justified. For me, probably my Chelsea player of the season at the moment so far. He's been amazing going forward, amazing going back. I think maybe he only had 2 games where he was a little bit shaky, and I think that was just down to his knee injury where we put him in way too soon. Therefore, I'm going to give Reece James, I think, an 8.5. He's been absolutely amazing for me and perfectly justifies his position. Zouma! Absolutely amazing start to the season for Kurt Zouma. Bulleting headers, 4 goals, more than some strikers in the Premier League, which is a crazy stat. I've absolutely loved the player. I was really sad when he got that knee injury. I think it was a knee injury, or it was a double break where he broke his legs. And that absolutely killed his momentum. Went out on loan, came back with amazing form, and therefore he gets an 8.5. Thiago Silva. I was very wary of him when we signed him, purely because I thought maybe he couldn't keep up with the pure intensity and the pace of the Premier League because he's getting on in age. But he's absolutely came in, he's killed it. He's had one bad game where he basically just slipped, and that's about it. He's done really well. He's brought leadership to the side, which really needed it. And I would give him an 8.3. Chilly boy, Ben Chilwell. Happy to have him at the club. He had that really big injury where he actually didn't even start the season for us for I think 3 games. When he came in, absolutely killed it, got a goal in his first game, which is insane for a left back. And he's solid going forward, he's good defensively. Sometimes I feel like he actually slows down the play a little bit, and that's more in the recent games, where I think he's been getting a little bit more confused. And therefore, I'm going to give him an 8.2. N'Golo Kante. I love this man so much. He's been doing so well recently. We put him back in CDM and he's actually crushing it. He's the freaking Terminator, hence the picture. I love this guy. He's been killing it recently. And that's just basically down to him being one of the best CDMs in the world. At me in the comments, guys. Anyways, I would rate him an 8.5 just so we can have a tie for player of the season. Mateo Kovacic. Stop season for him, where Lampard keeps putting him out the side for maybe because he's not feeling his fitness levels. But for me, he should be in the side. He should be starting. If he should be starting in the formation that Lampard is using. But yeah, he's been average because of the stop-start, and for that reason, he gets a 7.5 based on the form he's been giving out. We go with the coach's son, Mason Mount. For me, I don't get why people are so unfair to him. He's actually really, really solid. I think he's probably one of our most consistent performers. He's been really good going forward. Even defensively, I think he's actually been quite decent in my opinion. I know a lot of the Chelsea fans won't agree with my opinion on Mason Mount, but for me, he should be starting almost every week. Maybe for rotation reasons, he should be out some games. But for me, he gets a 7.8 for being consistent. Christian Pulisic, the American bro. Anyways, he's doing amazing at the moment. I think he can actually take his game to the next level. His dribbling is crazy good, and if we can actually give him an end product, if he can get that end product going, I think we're going to get even better going forward this season. I think he might be our key to solving our forward problems. But so far, he hasn't been as good as he was in last season when he came back from that injury. So therefore, he gets a 7.8 as well. Timo Werner. Unfortunately, hasn't been the greatest start for him. He did well in the beginning with 4 goals, and then he just really slowed down. That's basically because of Lampard playing him as a left wing when he's a striker, and he actually will play better in a 2-man formation, which I will be speaking about later on in the video. But yes, unfortunately, he's made some poor decisions in front of goal, and that's the reason why his tally is so low. But yeah, we'll speak about him more closer to the end of the video. Therefore, his rating, 6.6. Oh, Hakim Ziyech, how we are missing you at the moment, buddy. Hakim Ziyech started the season on fire after he freaking injured himself doing one of the worst free kicks I've ever seen. But anyways, he got in, started amazingly to his career. He was just hitting assists like it was for fun on a freaking playground. And yes, yeah, he's doing crazy good. I would actually give him an 8.3. If he didn't get injured, I think we'd be doing way better in the attack than we are now. Tam the Abraham man. Tammy Abraham, for me, I've actually been a fan of him, I won't lie. When we were starting him last season, and then we dropped him out, I think closer to the end when Giroud hit a lot of good form. At the moment, he's doing decent. He's scoring goals. He has 6 goals in the Premier League, more than Timo has, which is really good for the amount of starts he has been getting. He hasn't been getting a lot of starts, but he's been making the most of it. And therefore, he gets a 7.6 from me. Jorginho. For me, I think it's time for Jorginho to leave. I know, obviously, he scored penalty goals, but what? He passes sideways and he passes backwards. What's the point? I know that he's supposed to be a tempo player, but come on. He's not dictating the tempo at all. And he's just slowing us down when we're on attack. For me, he's just not good enough, and I think we could rather use Billy Gilmore in that position. He gets a 6 for me. Giroud. I love Olivier Giroud. Comes in, scores goals, gets benched again for another 3 games. Then we realize, oh wait, we need Giroud back on the side, gets back in, scores goals, gets benched again, and the cycle repeats. For me, Giroud should be starting almost all our games, just basically because he's crazy. I mean, he doesn't have to stay in the game the whole game. Just keep him for 60 minutes, bring Tammy on, and let Tammy do the rest. That's all we need him for. And for me, he gets an 8. Kai Havertz, struggling in one of the hardest leagues in the world. He's 21, doesn't speak the language, and you can just see he's struggling. His first touch has been really bad. His decision making's been really poor. I think he was playing really well before COVID. Before he got COVID, and that was his problem. And yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm just hoping he can recover his form and save his career at Chelsea. He gets a 5.5 from me. Callum Hudson-Odoi, someone who actually proved me wrong. I was one of the people who said, we should actually just sell him to Bayern because I wasn't feeling him. I just wasn't feeling him. He used to just run at people and used to just drift wide. That was it. He wasn't putting crosses in the box, nothing. But now he's come in, I think maybe 4 or 5 games, and he's been making impacts. He's been changing the game for the better and being one of our best players off the run that we are struggling in right now. And because of that great run, he's getting a 7.8. Azpilicueta, our captain, our leader, bleeds blue. Unfortunately, Reece James came in and he's just crazy. He's just crazy good, and he's replaced an aging Azpilicueta, but Azpilicueta's still really solid. I'm actually really happy to have him in reserves just in case, James gets injured, or even any of the defenders, centre back, left back, because he's great cover. We should have played him the last 3 games because James went for knee surgery. For me, he gets a 7.5. Tomori, oh, this is so frustrating. He's not even getting in on the freaking sub games. Why, Lampard? Why is he doing this? I don't understand. And now we're going to lose him and we're going to regret it. I'm telling you this now. Watch us regret it. Save this video, like it, and just remember what I'm saying about Fikayo Tomori, because we are going to regret it. I can't rate him because he just hasn't played. So, yeah. Moving on, I'm going to give us how Chelsea should be playing, in my opinion. We should be playing 2 strikers up front, 1 cam, 1 CDM, left wing, right wing, back 4 normal. My opinion is that this would suit our strikers and would actually get us scoring again, because Werner is used to a 2-man formation. Ziyech is freaking creative as hell, and even Hudson could play that formation well. This should be our solution to a struggling Chelsea side going forward. Overall season review, 7. Lampard as a manager. Young, inexperienced, and I think it might be showing. I know we need to be faithful in him and all that. I'm getting a bit frustrated because when you spend that much money, it should be showing on the table when we're sitting at 6th. I know we're only 6 points off the top, but we need to be doing better. I'm not saying he must be sacked yet. Give him maybe 3-5 more games to prove himself, but he gets a 7 as well from myself. Coming to the end of the video, I'll speak more about the formation I just showed all of you, and we'll speak about Chelsea's current form. Basically, I feel like that formation could be the answer to our troubles right now, because a struggling forward side at the moment. We used to be so good, we were going forward. Ziyech, I think, is probably part of the reason why we're struggling. It's because he's been injured and he was so good, so good. His passing was crazy because he was the only one, I think, in the side who was actually trying the passes. He was making those passes without fear. The rest, they seem a little bit scared to make those forward runs. I don't know if it's instructions by Lampard to keep the ball close to each other, pass short, but it's really annoying, and I just feel like he should mix it up, you know. Let's play short, play maybe like 3 short balls, then a long ball. Mix it up. Get the opponents confused, because now we're playing Man City. Man City is going to destroy us if we play like the last 3 games that we've been playing. And basically that formation will help us because, you know, it will help Timo. Timo's used to playing in a 2-striker formation. Giroud's hold-up play is crazy good. I mean, even Tammy's strong enough to play a hold-up position, but I feel like he'll need to train on that more. And as well as the wingers will be more creative. I know we can't play Ziyech for a little bit since he's injured, but Callum's come in and he's doing crazy well. If we can just give him something to work with, Callum. If we can tell him, do what Pulisic is doing on the left wing. Run at them. Put an end product in, and we will score more goals. Especially with Giroud, he'll score the headers. Or he can knock it down, play it to Werner. So it's not the best position we're in at the moment. 6th. I don't know if it's 6 points or if it's 9 points that we're off the top, but I'm not happy with it. I don't think any of the Chelsea fans are happy with being 6th, when we should be at least 3rd or 2nd. It has to be an improvement. It has to be go 4th. We finished last season when we should have been finishing 3rd. I know, even without the signings. But it has to be an improvement from Lampard. Otherwise, unfortunately, maybe we should go looking in the market for Poch or Massimiliano Allegri. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Hopefully you guys stay tuned. Let me know in the comments which team you want me to do a review on next. And if you enjoyed the video, just let me know, guys. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your day.